I don't think I'll watch a Nigerian league if there is a Premier League on television, and that's me being honest, because the Premier League is more attractive. So we need to go back to the drawing board, give ourselves time.
All right. So that's a quick clip of comments made by Super Eagles legend Jay Jay Okocha, and it has sparked some debates around the internet and stuff. So the context is that he was at a Premier League event in Kenya, and he's talking about African football in general. Basically, he was asked how the African leagues are going to compete with the top leagues like the EPL and stuff. He had kind of excluded South Africa and some North African countries in the conversation. But either way, I have some things to add to this debate. But before I do, please like this video and also drop a comment. Let us hear your opinion on the topic, and not just your opinion. Give us some kind of diagnosis, some kind of prescription, Let us know how we can help the league. Let's not just down the league. Let's come up with solutions for the situation. So please do that, and also subscribe to the video, to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. So yeah, for me, the moral of the story is that we can't currently compete with the EPL, but at the same time, I feel like that's a little bit too open and closed, because it really depends on what EPL match you're talking about. For example, last Friday, West Ham played Luton at night. If you got a game like Ayamba versus Pillars at the same time on TV, I think that's going to compete with West Ham versus Luton. So it's not just like the whole EPL that people are watching. There's some matches that people don't watch. Newcastle had a great match this weekend that they lost. I forgot who they played, but it was a real good match. 3-1 was at Brighton. It was a good match, but I'm pretty sure not too many people watched Tottenham, a 7-goal classic with Burnley. I just watched the full thing today, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't catch that match, even though it's Tottenham. But how many Tottenham fans do we have in Africa? Maybe some in South Africa and things like that, but I don't see too many in my area. Let me just put it like that. But at the same time, I feel like, first of all, let's talk about the real issue. When was the last time you saw the NPFL on television? I can tell you the last time it was the Super 8, the Super 6. Yeah, the Super 8 that was on Super Sports. I think the Super 6 also was on Super Sports. But you go back, it's like 5 years that you get the NPFL on TV. 4 or 5 years. You go back to the Stephen O'Day days, the Sikuru Olatubosu days, when he scored that screamer against, was it not Ayamba, Plateau United. So, you have to really go back to see us on TV. And even on the internet, you try to watch games. Network and stadiums is so horrible. You even look at this waffle that just ended. We probably could catch 30 minutes of each game. So that's something we need to be working on, getting on TV, actually being able to broadcast our matches on the internet, because we really can't do that. I really think that maybe the teams need to just use one camera, because when I see teams only use one camera, it's a little bit clearer, but when they try to do the 2-3 camera thing, it's kind of tough. So we got to also look at that issue. And I feel like one good camera and a tripod, we can, so we got to look at things like that at the same time. But like I said, you really don't have to compete with the EPL. You really can schedule your games in ways that your top games can get viewed. And the games that people are gonna be like, it's not really a big game for them. But we got some big games in the NPFL that people would love to watch. Shooting Stars playing against Remo Stars. I mean, if you watch that live, they were fighting in the stands. I know fighting is not cool, but this is just the passion that is in this game. It's like a real hot match. The Oriental Derbies, all those matches are tough. The fans want to win the matches. The players want to win the matches. If we can get these matches out there and let people watch, I'm telling you, the NPFL is a great league. You even come to the South, Aqua United and Rivers United, they got that love-hate relationship with each other. And it's great to see when you're on the pitch, when you really don't like who you're going against. People like to see these things, a storyline. We need to come up with storylines. There are a lot of things going on. I mean, you look at the league right now. Caterpillar's coming back. That's a storyline right there. Robbie Ali, over 40 years of age, bringing them back in the NPFL. That's a big time storyline. We got to make this story attractive. That's really what it is. And if you don't have a platform, if you don't have, the thing that you're painting on, a canvas to paint on, what are we talking about here? Because we have all the good paint and we have the talent to draw the things, but we don't have the platform for it. So we need to get consistent with the television. We need to get consistent with the full matches being shown online. And that's where we need to start from. Now, people like to talk about referees and claim that they're like the reason why the NPFL doesn't grow. And I really don't see that as a fact. Because even in the EPL, you start in the first week and Manchester United get away with a free call. Onana just basically takes out a man and no penalty was given, nothing, no VAR. You go to the FIFA World Cup, the FIFA Women's World Cup, your own country was cheated by a referee who looked right at a penalty, and somebody even pulled my leg to something. It was a penalty and a red card. You think about that. Even if we miss, they're down to 9 players, and we're talking about like 30 or like 20 something minutes left in the match. And you know what that means. It's a real tough situation right there to make it to the penalty shootout. So when you think about stuff like that and you come back to your own country and say, look, the referees are what is stopping us, that's a lie. Because referees have not stopped these other leagues. You look at the Serie A, some of these calls and you're like, are you sure the mafia is not involved? Because this is just blatant cheating. Some of those calls are just plain. Remember the Victor Osimhen red card when he turns around and just kind of touches some dude, he falls out and Victor Osimhen is sent out. Then you move to last season when Victor Osimhen is the man of the moment. He does the exact same thing, even worse, and he doesn't even get a yellow card. I think he might have gotten a yellow card, but he definitely didn't get no red. They were talking about it from weeks after. So you look at things like that. Referees always are involved in every league you speak of. So saying that referees in Nigeria are the problem with the league, I do not agree. Talking about getting fans into the stadium, that's another thing that we need to work on, and I really agree with that. But I also feel it's something with passion. If you really have passion for this team, if you really love this team, if the team does a good job of showcasing what they're about, showcasing the players, you have to let your community know that, look, we represent the same things you represent, and you got to get close with your community. These teams, to be honest, they're not doing much to really get close with their communities. You don't even know about the players. The teams don't do a good job of really advertising. For God's sakes, most of you are owned by the government. You can really just get free billboard advertising, put a whole picture of your team or 1 or 2 players, let us know their names, ads before matches come up, let us know the match is coming up, give us the schedule, put it out there for everybody to see, not just like it's a cult and you're hiding the schedule, or when the match comes you let the fans know. It's things like that, communicating with the fans, letting them know what's going on. Players get hurt, you don't even let the fans know, and they come to the stadium maybe looking for this player and he's not playing. You didn't even give out any information when he's coming back, how long he's hurt, press conferences after the matches. You don't know about these coaches. These coaches are not really talking about anything apart from like a post-match interview. So we need to really get to know these people. That's the reason why you're watching Big Brother Naija, if you're the ladies, or maybe some guys who watch that show, is because there's a storyline that you get connected to these people. So if you're not doing that, it's real tough to bring people in the stadium. You can't just expect people to come to the stadium not knowing who they're watching and think that it's all cool. And I feel like we need to really do more in that regards, because like I said, you watch Manchester United, people just know all the players. When the player signs, the videos are out, everything, the promotion, you even know the officials in the EPL. You don't know much in the NPFL. And that needs to change. And it starts with the clubs really putting themselves out there, selling yourselves to these people. You don't just expect that because the club is named Aqua United, Rivers United, A&B, that people in that area are just going to be connected to it. You need to actually put in some work to get that connection going. And I feel like that's something that really, really needs to be done. And if, just in my opinion, this doesn't have to do with anybody else. My opinion, I feel like the music is a little bit too much in the stadiums. I mean, something you play it sometimes, but sometimes let the fans also, interact with the players on the pitch. Let them interact with the refs. It would be a little bit more interesting if you allowed that. Not just playing music 90 minutes. Let them also, when there's a poor call, let them yell at the referee. Let their voices be heard and things like that. So yeah, there's some things a lot of things we need to improve with the NPFL. We don't need to be looking down on people when they make comments about the NPFL, because we know that it's not at the level we need to get it to. So when comments like these are made, I would have hoped that he would have lied for us. Like, yeah, the NPFL is just like, But either way, when comments like these are made, we just got to take it on the chin and know we got to do better. We all got to do better. The fans, we also got to do better. More support, Bring some people to the stadiums, Bring your kids, not just you, if you're in the stadiums, And the teams, another thing, make it a more family-oriented situation. Bring food, clean the environment. You need to do that. You need to work on cleaning these stadiums, leaving the bathrooms open so people don't just pee anywhere and, do their thing anywhere. You need to do all that. It's not just about putting a team on the pitch and that's it. You need to do a lot. Food at the stadium. You need to have food, drinks. Maybe no alcohol, but drinks. People get thirsty. People get hungry. These things are what's going to keep their kids in the stadium. When they know they can come and get some good suya, some good chicken, they're going to be happy to go to, we're going to the stadium? Let's go, because I know I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to eat some good food. I'm going to watch some football, cheer, dance when the music plays, and things like that. I feel this is an environment that can be made possible very easily, but we got to put some effort. It's not just about buying players or just about putting players on the pitch. We got to put effort for the outside the pitch stuff, because that's also very important. That also brings people into the game, and I feel like that really needs to be done. And I'm just going to leave it right there. And so please, if you got an opinion, let me know. Put it in the comment section. Like I said, like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and thank you for watching.